Romantic English Academy.
Where love meets language.
I'll have a large thing, the one with the foam. No, not foam. What's it called?
Are you trying to order a flat white?
Yes, that flat white, large, and to go. No, for here.
You just made the barista's day very confusing.
Ayla, wait, sorry, force of habit. Hey everyone.
Welcome back to the table.
The right table this time.
Falling in love with English.
One word at a time.
Today we're taking you to a coffee shop. Not literally, unless you're already sitting in one with a cup of something warm, in which case, perfect. But we're talking about real coffee shop conversations, the kind you hear every day between customers and baristas, but that can feel surprisingly fast or strange if you've only practiced English in a classroom. Ordering a coffee is one of those small moments that can either feel smooth or suddenly make you very aware that you're speaking a foreign language. Our goal today is to make it feel smooth.
Because ordering coffee should be simple, right? You walk in, you say the name of a drink, you pay, you leave. But then someone asks for here or to go, and your brain goes completely blank. Or they say anything else, and you weren't ready. It happens to native speakers too. Trust me, I just proved that with my flat white disaster.
The good news is there's a set of phrases you can learn, and once you know them, it's like riding a bike. A coffee bike. Is that a thing?
I don't think a coffee bike is a thing, but I like the image.
So let's break it down step by step. We'll keep the English at a B1 level, nice and clear. But we'll also add a few B2 expressions here and there to help you sound a bit more fluent. And we'll do plenty of practice along the way.
Let's start from the very beginning. You walk into a coffee shop and the barista looks at you and says something like, "Hey, what can I get for you?" Or "What would you like?" You need to order. What's the most natural way?
Many learners start with, "I want a coffee," and grammatically it's fine, but it can sound a little direct. Not rude exactly, but very bare. So instead, we often say, "Can I get a coffee, please?" Or "I'll have a latte, thanks." Those are perfect, friendly, and native speakers use them all the time.
I say, can I get a all the time? It's my default. But Amelia taught me that if you want to be extra polite, especially in a nice cafe or if you're making a complicated order, you can use could I have, or even I was wondering if I could get.
That last one is more B2. I was wondering if I could get a cappuccino, please. It sounds very polite and a bit more formal. You don't need it every day, but it's a lovely tool when you want to make a good impression. And it's also very helpful if you're interrupting someone or asking for something a little unusual.
So we've got 3 levels of politeness. Can I get a, could I have, and I was wondering if I could get. All good, just different flavors, like coffee.
Exactly. And here's a quick exercise for you, listener. I'm going to ask you to order. Don't just think it, say it out loud. Ready? Imagine you're in a coffee shop. You want a latte. Go ahead, order it now. Use any of those phrases.
I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, ready? Now I'll try. Could I have a latte, please?
Beautiful. And see how he added please? That tiny word makes a huge difference. It's like a politeness magic trick. In English, please can turn a command into a request, and people respond much warmer when you use it.
Magic word, yes. So after you order, the barista will often ask you a follow-up, and the most common one is for here or to go.
For here means you're staying in the cafe. To go means you're taking your drink away. In British English, we also say take away instead of to go, so you might hear have here or take away.
That difference confused me when I first moved to London. I'd order a coffee, they'd say take away, and I'd just nod, but inside I was thinking, take away what? Where am I taking it? Now I know it just means the same as to go.
So that's a nice accent swap. American to go, British takeaway. Both mean you're leaving with your cup. If you travel between the US and the UK, it's good to know both.
And if you want to answer, it's super simple. Just say for here please or to go please. You don't need a long sentence. 2 or 3 words is all.
Another question you'll hear is anything else after you've ordered your drink. They're asking if you want a pastry, a snack, maybe another drink. You can say, no, that's all, thanks, or yes, I'll also have a blueberry muffin, please.
That's the dangerous question, because I'll look at the muffins and suddenly I want 2 or 3. I have no control around baked goods.
He's not exaggerating. We once walked out of a cafe with 4 pastries for 2 people. It was impressive and slightly embarrassing.
They were really good pastries. But okay, so now you've ordered, maybe you've added a muffin, and the barista tells you the price. That'll be £4.50, or that comes to $5.
And then payment. If you're paying by card, they might ask, contactless okay? Or just hold out the machine. You can just say, yes please, or contactless is fine. No need to overthink it. In many places, you just tap your card and it's done.
In the US, they sometimes still take your card and swipe it, but contactless is everywhere now. It's so fast, I sometimes don't even have time to put my wallet away before they've already handed me the receipt.
Now let's talk about customizing your drink. This is where you can sound really natural if you know a few phrases. For example, you might want a different type of milk.
Right. I like oat milk in my latte, so I'll say, could I have an oat milk latte, please? Or can I get that with oat milk? Simple.
And if you want it extra hot, you can say, can you make it extra hot, please? Or could I have that extra hot? Some people even say scalding hot if they really like it burning, but that's a bit dramatic.
I've definitely said burning hot before. The barista looked at me like I was a little crazy, but she made it hot.
Another useful customization. Can I get that with less syrup? Or can you make it less sweet? If you're trying to be healthier, those are good. You can also say, can I have that with skimmed milk? Or can I get a decaf version?
Decaf, that's short for decaffeinated. So if you want coffee without the caffeine kick, you ask for a decaf latte or a decaf Americano. Very useful if it's late in the day.
And here's a little B2 expression for you. Instead of saying, I want it very hot, you could say, I'd prefer it on the hotter side if possible. That's a lovely, soft way to ask. Or for sweetness, I'd like it not too sweet, please. That sounds very natural.
On the hotter side. I like that. It sounds gentle, almost like you're not demanding anything, just suggesting.
One more thing, coffee sizes. In most places, you say small, medium, large, but in some chains, like Starbucks, they use tall for small, grande for medium, and venti for large. It's confusing.
Yeah, it's a whole other language. If you're at a Starbucks and you want a small, say tall. If you say small, they might correct you, but they'll understand. Outside of those chains, just small, medium, large works everywhere. So I always say, can I get a medium latte, please? And it's clear.
No need to learn Italian sizes unless you're a regular. Now, what if you're in a coffee shop and you need the Wi-Fi password? This is a very common situation, especially if you're working or studying.
Oh, I've been there. You sit down, open your laptop, and then no internet. So you have to go up and ask.
The most natural phrase is simply, what's the Wi-Fi password? Or could I get the Wi-Fi password, please? Some places have the password printed on a card or on the wall, so you can also ask, do you have Wi-Fi? And they might point to it. But if you just ask, do you have Wi-Fi? They might say yes and stop there, leaving you to ask the next question. So being specific helps.
I once asked, is there Wi-Fi? And the barista said, yes, there is, and just smiled. I had to ask again, can I have the password? It was a little awkward. So now I just say, what's the Wi-Fi password straight away.
Good plan. And you might also hear, what's the Wi-Fi code? That's the same thing. Another useful phrase, is the Wi-Fi free? Most coffee shops offer free Wi-Fi, but it doesn't hurt to check. And if you need to charge your laptop, you can ask, is there a power outlet I can use? Or can I plug in my laptop somewhere?
That's a lifesaver. I've asked, can I plug in my laptop more times than I can count? Baristas are usually very helpful with that.
Okay, let's do a quick prediction exercise. Listener, I'm going to be in a situation. Imagine I'm in a new cafe, I've just ordered my coffee, and I need the internet. What do I say to the barista? Pause and say it out loud. Ready? Go.
Did you say, what's the Wi-Fi password or something similar? Good. Now let's try another one. You want to ask if the Wi-Fi is free. What do you say?
I'd say, is the Wi-Fi free? Simple. And the barista might say, yeah, it's free. The password's on the board. Perfect.
Now small talk. While your coffee's being made, the barista might say, how's your day going? This is just friendly chat. They don't want a long story. It's what we call a phatic expression, a phrase that's more about being friendly than about getting real information.
Right. I used to work in a coffee shop back in Chicago, and I'd ask people, how are you today, about 100 times a shift. Most people said, good, you? And that was it. A few told me all about their morning, their dog, their boss, their commute, and I'd just smile and nod while steaming milk.
The safest answer is short and friendly. Good, thanks. You? Or not bad. How about yourself?
That keeps the conversation light and easy. You don't need to give details unless you want to.
If you want to be a bit more expressive, you could say, "Great, thanks, just need this coffee to wake up." That's very natural, and it often makes the barista smile. Or, "Doing well, thanks for asking."
Just need this coffee to wake up. I've said that more times than I can count. It's like a universal coffee shop truth. Another one, can't start the day without it. That's also very common.
And if the barista is busy and doesn't make small talk, that's fine too. You don't have to force it. Just smile, wait for your drink, and say thanks. The small talk is optional. It's a rhythm thing. You feel it out.
Exactly. It's all about reading the moment. Some baristas love to chat, others are just trying to get through the queue. Either way, a smile and a thank you go a long way.
Now, let's talk about a slightly more advanced topic, describing how you like your coffee. If a friend asks, "How do you like your coffee?" you might need some words beyond good or strong.
Good idea. Some common adjectives. Strong means it has a powerful taste, maybe a bit bitter. Mild means it's not strong, it's smooth. Rich means it feels full and flavorful. Bitter is that sharp taste some people like and others don't. And smooth means it goes down easily, not harsh.
I like my coffee smooth and a little bit sweet, so I might say, "I like a smooth, slightly sweet latte," or "I prefer a mild roast." Roast just means how the beans were cooked. Dark roast is stronger and more bitter. Light roast is milder.
If you're in a specialty coffee shop, they might ask, "Do you have a preference for the roast?" You can say, "I'll go with the light roast, please," or "What do you recommend?" That's a great phrase. What do you recommend? It lets the expert guide you.
What do you recommend? I use that one all the time when I can't decide. It's friendly and it often leads to a nice little conversation.
So that's a useful phrase for many situations, not just coffee. In a restaurant, in a shop, what do you recommend is your friend.
And what if you just don't understand what the barista said? Maybe they spoke too fast, or they used a word you don't know.
That's very common. Instead of panicking, you can say, "Sorry, could you say that again, please?" Or "Could you repeat that, please?" You can also say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that." Catch here means understand.
I didn't catch that. I use that one a lot, even with native speakers. Sometimes people just mumble or the music is loud.
Another phrase, "Could you speak a little slower, please?" That's perfectly fine to ask. Most people are happy to slow down. And if you want to be extra polite, you can say, "I'm still learning English. Could you say that again?"
Now, let's move to a less fun but important situation when something goes wrong. Maybe they give you the wrong drink, or you forgot to say "for here," or they added sugar when you wanted none.
That happens, and the key is to be polite but clear. You don't want to sound angry. So instead of "this is wrong," you can say, "I'm sorry, I think I asked for a latte, not a cappuccino. Could you remake it, please?"
Notice how he used "I think" and "could you." That softens the request. It's not an accusation, it's a small correction. It's like saying, "I might be wrong, but," even if you're not wrong.
Another phrase, "Sorry, I meant to say for here. Is it possible to change it to a ceramic cup?" That's very polite, and most baristas will say, "Of course," and fix it. Using "sorry" to start a correction in English is very common, even when it's not your fault.
I've used "sorry, I actually ordered this with oat milk. Could you remake it?" before, and the barista was totally nice about it. People understand mistakes happen, and as long as you're not demanding, they're happy to help.
And if you want to be extra polite, you can add "when you get a chance" at the end. "Could you remake it when you get a chance, please?" That shows you're not in a rush and you appreciate their time.
That's a great one, "when you get a chance." It's like saying "no hurry."
So don't be afraid to speak up. Just wrap it in "sorry" and "please," and you'll almost always get a positive response.
Now, we've covered a lot of phrases. Let's do a mini role play so you can hear them all together. I'll be the customer, Amelia will be the barista. We'll do a full conversation from entering the shop to getting the drink, including a little small talk and a customization.
And after, we'll highlight the key expressions. Ready?
Hi there.
Hey, what can I get for you today?
Could I have a medium oat milk latte, please?
Sure, for here or to go.
For here, please.
Anything else?
Yes, I'll also take a slice of banana bread. It looks delicious.
Good choice. That'll be £6.20.
Contactless okay?
Yeah, just tap when you're ready.
There you go.
Great, thanks. I'll bring your latte over in a minute. By the way, how's your day going?
Really good, actually. Just enjoying a quiet morning. You?
Busy, but good. Thanks for asking. Here's your latte. Have a lovely day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
And scene. So that felt smooth, right? But let's pull out the phrases. I started with, could I have a medium oat milk latte, please? Polite order. Then, for here. Then I added a pastry with, I'll also take.
And you asked contactless okay when paying? Then I made small talk with how's your day going? And you replied, really good, you? At the end, I said have a lovely day, and you said you too.
See? It's like a little dance. Once you know the steps, it's easy. And now, listener, it's your turn. We're going to do a similar role play, but you play the customer. I'll be the barista. Don't be shy. Say your lines out loud.
I'll jump in if Ryan's barista skills get sloppy. He once tried to steam milk and well, we'll save that story.
Hey, that was one time. Okay, here we go. Hi, what can I get for you today?
Pause and order your favorite drink. Use a polite phrase. Say it now.
I'll wait. Got it? Great. And is that for here or to go?
Say for here or to go.
Perfect. And would you like anything else? We've got fresh croissants today.
You can say no thanks or yes, I'll have a croissant.
Okay, that'll be, let's say, $5. Contactless, okay?
Just say yes, please.
Brilliant. Here's your drink. Have a great day.
And you reply,
You too. There you go. You just completed a coffee shop conversation. How did it feel?
I hope it felt a little more natural than before. The more you practice speaking, the less your brain will freeze in real life. Even if you're just talking to your coffee maker at home, it helps.
Absolutely. You can practice anywhere, in your kitchen, in the shower, on your way to work. Just say the words out loud. The physical act of moving your mouth makes a difference.
Okay, let's try something a bit more challenging. We're going to do another round, but this time you, listener, are going to order a complicated drink. Ready? I'm the barista.
I'll help you if you get stuck. So, listener, your goal is to order a large decaf oat milk latte, extra hot, and also a blueberry muffin, and then ask for the Wi-Fi password. Can you do it? Let's go step by step.
Hi, what can I get for you today?
First, order the drink. Say, could I have a large decaf oat milk latte, extra hot, please? Go ahead.
Got it. And would you like anything else?
Now add the muffin. Say, yes, I'll also have a blueberry muffin, please.
Sure. For here or to go?
Answer for here or to go.
That'll be £7.50. Contactless, okay?
Say, yes, please.
Here's your muffin. I'll bring the latte over. Anything else I can help with?
Now ask for the Wi-Fi password. Say, what's the Wi-Fi password, please?
Oh, it's coffeelover123. There you go.
And you say, thank you. Perfect. You just ordered a complicated coffee like a pro.
See? Even a long order is just a series of small, simple steps. You can do it.
Now, I have a slightly more personal question. Ryan, why do you love coffee shops so much? I mean, besides the pastries and the caffeine.
Well, coffee shops are kind of where our story started. Remember the language exchange night? I'd just moved to London, I wanted to practice my French, and I found this little cafe that hosted conversation tables. I walked in, feeling a bit nervous, and I saw all these tables with little flags on them. Spanish, Italian, French, and I saw you.
I remember that night very clearly. You walked in, looked around, and sat down at the Italian table. The wrong table. I was there trying to practice Italian, and suddenly this American guy sits down and says bonjour with a terrible accent.
In my defense, I thought it was the French table, but you looked so kind, and when everyone stared at me, you just said, wrong table, but you're welcome to stay. And I was so relieved.
You were red as a tomato, but you stayed, and we ended up talking in English for hours. I remember thinking, his French is terrible, but he's very sweet. And you told me about Chicago, about your photography, and you made me laugh a lot.
I didn't practice any French that night, but I met you, so it was the best language exchange fail ever. That little cafe is gone now, but every time I walk into a coffee shop, I think about that evening. The smell of coffee, the chatter, the warmth. It's where everything started.
That's a lovely memory, and it's why coffee shops will always feel a bit magical to us. They're places where you can meet someone, have a quiet moment, practice a language, or just watch the world go by, all over a cup of coffee.
We actually found our regular spot a few weeks later, a tiny cafe near the park with the best almond croissants. We'd go there every Sunday.
And we'd always argue about who was going to order. Ryan would say, "You order, you're British, they'll understand you better." And I'd say, "You need the practice."
So we'd take turns, and that's how I finally learned to order a flat white properly. Practice and a very patient barista.
And a very patient girlfriend.
That too. So if you're learning English, a coffee shop is a perfect place to practice. Even just ordering your drink is a small victory. And who knows, maybe you'll have your own wrong table moment someday.
By the way, a lot of learners ask us, is it okay to sit in a coffee shop for a long time with just one drink? The answer is, it depends on the cafe. If it's busy, it's polite to buy another drink or free up the table. If it's quiet, usually no one minds.
I've worked in places where we had a 2-hour limit during busy times, but honestly, if you're polite and you buy something every couple of hours, it's fine. So a good phrase, "Is it okay if I stay and work for a bit?" That's very polite.
And if they say yes, you can say, "Thanks, I'll order another coffee in a while." That shows you're not just taking up space.
That's a beautiful thought. Okay, let's bring it back to the language. We've covered a lot today. Ordering, customizing, asking for Wi-Fi, small talk, fixing mistakes, even describing coffee and coffee shop etiquette. Let's do a quick recap quiz.
I love quizzes. Hit me.
Okay, listener, you can play along. Situation 1. You walk in and the barista's ready. Order a cappuccino politely.
Could I have a cappuccino, please?
Situation 2. They ask for here or to go. What does for here mean?
It means I'm staying in the cafe.
Situation 3. They ask anything else? You don't want anything. What do you say?
No, that's all, thanks.
Situation 4. You want to pay by card. Ask if contactless is okay.
Contactless okay?
Situation 5. The barista says, "Have a nice day." You say,
You too.
"Perfect." Those 5 exchanges will get you through nearly any coffee shop experience in English. And if you want a challenge, try adding a customization next time. Could I have an oat milk latte extra hot, please?
Fancy, I'll try that. So here's a little homework. Next time you're near a coffee shop or even just making coffee at home, imagine the whole conversation in English. Better yet, if you're brave, go to a real cafe and order in English. Just one phrase is enough. "One coffee, please." It gets easier every time.
And every time you do it, you're building confidence. Language is meant to be used, not just studied. Coffee shops are one of the friendliest places to start.
Speaking of coffee and talking to people, tomorrow we have a very fun episode. It's another coffee-related topic, but with a twist. Amelia, you know the story.
Oh, I love this one. Ryan used to work in an office in New York, and there was this one coffee machine in the break room. Every morning, without fail, his nosy coworkers would ask him 3 trick questions while he was just trying to get his caffeine.
They were so sneaky. "How was your weekend, Ryan? Do anything fun?" Sounds innocent, but they were fishing for gossip. And I never knew how to respond without oversharing or sounding rude. So tomorrow, I'm going to teach you exactly how to respond to these 3 nosy questions, politely but defensively.
You'll learn some really useful defensive English, the kind that protects your privacy while still being friendly. It's a skill everyone needs, especially in an office.
So join us tomorrow for the NYC Office Coffee Machine, how to respond to the 3 trick questions from nosy coworkers. You don't want to miss it.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and leave a comment with your favorite coffee order. We read every one, and it's a great way to practice a short phrase in English. Even a simple "I like cappuccino" helps your English.
Thanks for spending part of your day with us. Falling in love with English.
One word at a time. Bye, everyone.
See you tomorrow.
Let the language of connection bloom and fill your world with a softer hue. Romantic English Academy. Your elegant journey starts with you. Find your voice in every phrase. Unlock a world of brighter days. Romantic English Academy. Start your new story today.